The following program is sponsored by The Greek, Ely's Radio Shack dealer at 570 Altman in downtown Ely, and brought to you as a public service by KGTV, Channel 10 in Ely, Nevada. Ely Municipal Utilities Board meeting, February 13th, 2020.
Ready? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Ely Municipal Utility Board meeting February 13th. Please follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Chairman McCready.
Here.
Member Ross.
Here.
Member Durbin.
Present.
Member Lilly.
Present.
City Attorney Townsend. Present. Councilman Carson.
Here.
City Clerk Lee. Here. Councilman Allred.
In the audience?
Public Works Supervisor Craycraft.
Here.
Very good. Thank you. Public comment. Comments not exceeding 3 minutes in length. Be accepted from the general public in attendance. If any are made, there may be discussion upon those comments. No vote. Decision or action may be taken upon matters raised under this item until it's formally placed on the agenda. Comments for discussion items will be accepted from the general public as per section 7.05 of the Nevada Open Meeting Law. Do I have any public comment?
I have one.
Public comment by Dale Burbidge. You're making me look good, EJ.
Dale Burbidge, Ely resident. I'm talking public comment because I'm abstaining from item number C, number 1, because I know a lot of undeveloped lots in the town. I'd like to comment on the Pipeline County's request to have water and sewer hookup fees waived for the property on 17th Street adjacent to the Mountain View subdivision. The city of Ely needs the revenue from sewer and water hookups to maintain the infrastructure. I own a lot of building lots, and when I do build houses for sale on them, will I get my fees waived? As seems to me, it's only fair. If they waive them for the county, everybody that has lots that they're going to use for resale, they should be waived too. I would suggest denying the county's request. Thank you.
Thank you, Dale. Other public comment, please?
I just want to ask real quick. I am going to be addressing the items on item C. Do I need to speak? Can I speak during that agenda item?
I will allow you to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
You should learn from that.
Jim Allworth, 805 Avenue, city resident here as a private citizen. On the comment that Dean just asked, there's no action taken on public comment, but during his comment that contribute into the action.
You're allowed to. You mean you want to speak to
Yeah.
it? Yes.
Okay,
Do that.
that's what, I mean, I'm going to say the same thing.
No.
When I say it here or there, does it make a difference?
No.
Well,
Not in my eye.
I'll say it right now in case I have to leave.
No, we'll have that open discussion, okay?
Okay, I'm burning my time. On that agenda, about those lots, it's nice to see new homes being put in, but also on the agenda, I see a lot of money that's having to be spent to support the water system. You just don't throw a seed in the ground and pipes pop up. There's water pipes breaking all the time. I don't know if you guys consider not to go for that. It's $1,250 water, $1,250 sewer. The developer can handle it, unless you would prefer to go like the city of Reno did. They waived it, but in the end, in 5 years, the contractor had to pay for it. They started the first payment a year afterwards, and they paid it all off. But to waive it all entirely, I think there's options. Again, like the city of Reno did, they did it for 1,000 homes. A lot of money, big money. To the city of Ely, it's $45,500 is a huge amount of money. Thank you.
Public comment? Last one, George. You're usually the first one.
I like to hear what the others are saying, and they agree with me.
Morning,
Chairman, on
George.
your agenda item 3C1 here to consider the waiver of hookup fees for the county in the amount of $45,500. This needs to be denied. The county is looking for a sweetheart deal and has no business competing against the private sector. I and other property owners don't stand a chance, and we've paid market value for land only to have our legs cut out from under us. We are required to pay full price for any hookup. Federal law prohibits any discrimination in any federally funded or assisted utility. And you're getting plenty of federal monies for water and sewer. The city has yet to correct the billing on my home at 490 High Street. They have yet to reimburse me for clearing the sewer line clock at 681 Parker when it was the city's responsibility for the main line or drainage. The county failed to bargain in good faith for police protection, charging the city over $500,000 and would not consider signing a fire protection agreement as was done for decades. You gotta have fairness. They need to pay their way. The city taxpayer is being brutalized by the county and the city. I received 2 different citations regarding tenants I have, and I'm bleeding financially daily if selective enforcement. I can't rent my property. The discrimination needs to stop. Does the city attorney have an opinion in regards to waiver of legality? I want to know if it's legal for the city to do that. If you let the county, you must give everybody a waiver. You cannot justify the penalties and interest that you are charging others. The DA failed to do his job. You claim you have hundreds of thousands of dollars laying out there. Had he done his job, especially for those out in the county that were flagrant in not paying their fees, you wouldn't have the problem that you have. Had you gone, as I suggested when I was mayor, 30 days you're late, 60 days you're on notice, 90 days you're turned off, and you go to small claims, you would not have had hundreds of thousands of dollars left out there. And now we're having a sweetheart deal here. I'm not just mad, I'm on fire. I can't use my property, I pay full price, and then I gotta play the game with the city. Not gonna happen, folks. Mr. Chairman, approximately 10 days or so ago, I noticed a yard hydrant installed near the back lumber yard entrance, near a fire hydrant located outside the fence line. I see other requests on your agenda for will serve and nothing for that location. When did they apply? When was it approved? Mr. Chairman, once again, I am requesting a complete list of all liens settled, the amount collected, who made the agreement, and the date it was made and approved. The city is not treating everyone the same. The city is selectively enforcing ordinances under color of law. Mr. Chairman and board members, have you seen the discrepancies and material weaknesses? I'll be back, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment? If not, we'll move on to item number 3, items for discussion, possible action of the utility board consent agenda. These items may be approved in one motion by the board. As its first action of business, under for discussion, possible action items. Approval of the consent agenda approves each of these items. Board members may remove any item from the consent agenda by notifying the board. I have a motion to approve consent agenda 3A-1 minutes,
I move.
January 9th and January 23rd of 2020. I have a motion on the floor.
I second.
I have a motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Public comment? No public comment, moving on to old business. Board member Robinson Nevada Mine Company, RNFC representative, discussion for possible action. Update utility board and Robinson Nevada development, refit development and water mitigation efforts within the city of Ely. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. My name is Frederick Pate. I'm the environmental manager for Robinson Mine. We continue to mine in root pit, and as a result of that, we continue to dewater. Currently, we are pumping about 2,030 gallons per minute through 7P to the city of Ely. And then we are putting about 5,000 also into the Gleason Creek right now. And the rest of the water that is pumped goes to the mill for processing. We realized that 7P is, the amount of water that is coming in is going down. We are around 2,031, as I said, we are projecting that by the middle of April, it will go down further to somewhere around 1,800. As a result of that, we need to change the pump and install I would say, better efficient pump that can pump between 1,500 and 2,000. And that's going to happen late March to early April. We want to take advantage when we change the pump to also do the fracture test that we're planning to do in December that we could not complete. So all that is going to happen around the same time. This pump is going to be installed, it's going to have a smaller head, and it's going to go deeper than where our current pump is to help with the head needed to bring the water up. We're still going through negotiations with the city to make sure that our agreement that we had previously is revised to reflect what we have in today's condition. So that's all I have, and I'm open for any questions that anyone will have.
Any questions for Frederick? Thank you for the update, Frederick.
Thank you.
Public comment? Under new business, board member discussion for possible action, recommendation for approval of Waterline County request to waive water and sewer hookup fees, the amount of $45,500 for 13 single-family homes on county land located on 17th Street adjacent to Mountain View subdivision.
Mr. Chairman, I apologize that I didn't get my name on this item. The letter from the Board of County Commissioners was received by the city on January 21st. I just, for the record, I'd like to correct that the water tap is $17.50, the sewer tap is $17.50 for residential, hence the total of $45,500 if this is approved. The city treasurer wasn't able to be here this morning, but she wanted me to know that she is opposed due to that coming out of two enterprise funds. And I would also like to point out that the city does receive many federal funds. In fact, the Murray Street Sewer Upgrade Project, that is federal funding that is paying for that. So please bear that in mind as you consider this item.
Chairman, I'm abstaining from discussion of voting.
Mr. Kirby's abstaining. Very good.
Is it possible to collect these at close of escrow when the builder sells the homes? Because I think, if we can get the builder in there to build these homes and develop them without having the upfront cost, but actually have the buyer pay for it at escrow, the city can get the money. It might take a few months, but that might help the builder out to move forward with the project and still allow the city to collect the money when the property closes. I mean, new construction in the city sells fast, and property values are high, so the builder's not going to sit on these homes for a long time. So it might just be a waiting period. That would be kind of a recommendation if that's possible.
So noted. Richard, go ahead. I guess one concern I have, okay, you bring a builder into this community, okay, he builds these homes. All right, does he guarantee a cap price on these homes when he sells them? Is he building this home and say, this home, let's say you sell 10 of them, and you last 5, hey, I'm going to increase the profit on this by another $10,000. Does he have that ability to do that?
The discussion was made, but we did not set a price on the homes. We asked for the homes to be set at between $250,000 and $275,000, which is the going rate in that particular area. We went with single-family homes. We could have gone a different route, which was to use federal money, which would have made us incorporate low to moderate income. We said no. We wanted single-family homes, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,400 to 1,600 square feet, 6,000 square foot lots. We met all the requirements for the city, and I'm trying to put the cart before the horse right here. I get into that as I go into my presentation, but that question is a good question. We have asked that, and one of the reasons for the property that we are giving and asking the city to waive the fees is to keep the cost of those houses within the sellable range. In talking to many realtors around here, when you get over that $300,000 threshold, which isn't high, it's harder to sell the homes. We are in a desperate need for housing. I mean, beyond desperate. And so I've been working on this for nearly 2 years. Took us time to get it started, took us forever to get an appraiser, we got everything, so I'll just kind of go into detail. I kind of like to put it in chronological order. Your question about the price value is a good one, and I kind of like to start from where the county is. As you're all aware, you have a copy, I believe. Yesterday, the county commission passed a resolution to accept an RFP from the developer to develop the housing lots up to 13 homes on 17th Street. I explained the size of the homes. We utilized the county through the DA's office. We utilized NRS 244.2815, which establishes the county's authority to sell county-owned property without offering it to the public for less than fair market value for the purposes of economic development. That is in the resolution itself. I'm just reading this for the public, okay?
So you're actually selling the property to the developer?
Yes.
You're not giving it?
No, we're not. We sold it to them we had it listed for bid for a long time. It's been out there, the developer, we went after numerous developers, believe me. We got one, and he went up and, he could put a price on the property. We put in his RFP, it was posted forever on the website. He did it, the closing date was Tuesday at 11 o'clock, or excuse me, 5 o'clock in the evening. We had one bidder. That bidder went through the process. We didn't just go out and select it. We asked several builders over the time. Getting builders to come to White Pine County was beyond difficult. They were busy in Reno, Vegas, Elko, Fallon, every place you go. We can't get anybody to build a bathroom. So a couple of weeks ago, when we got to a point where we're building the courthouse annex, Q&D is going to be here doing lots of work within the city. The shortage of housing and the availability of rentals is beyond a drastic point. And this is what we utilized when we asked the DA, what can we use? Critical housing shortage and the ability for economic development. Without new housing, we can't move anything. And if you ask any realtor in town, there's nothing available. We've got several hundred construction workers are going to be flocking to this community on several different jobs in the next month for approximately 2.5 years. We have no place for them to do. I appreciate the city's vote to allow dry camping in certain trailer parks within the city limits. That was a wise move. It was a move that's necessary. We have to have some place for these guys to stay. We're in a critical housing shortage. Now, you wonder why the county, over the years, we looked at how can we make this work. I've been to many meetings, and I sit in on them, and everybody's got an idea, and everybody walks out. But now here we are, starting the major construction in White Pine County in the next couple of months that's going to be lasting for up to 2.5 years. Our justice center is going to be that long. You've got constant work here year-round pretty much on city projects, the city road, the state. We need some place for these people to live. So, it took us a long time to even get an appraiser. We couldn't get an appraiser up here. It took us almost a year to get an appraiser to come up here and give us appraised value on the property. We received that appraisal about 2 months ago.
Would you disclose the amounts as you go along here?
Yes, I will. You ask me amounts, I will be, it's public record, I'm not afraid to disclose the amount. The amount we sold the property for was $100.
Oh.
$100 per lot?
No, $100 for the property, 1.9 acres. We couldn't get, we asked, we did not do this without the city's help. We acted as.
You didn't make any money on that?
We made zero. We made zero. Our idea of this property, to get it started, we've asked developers, we've got people here who have property, they have stuff, they aren't budging an inch. So as the county looked forward, what can we do to make housing available? What can we do? Because nobody else is making it. This isn't something that happened yesterday. This has been going on for at least 5 or 6 years. We're trying to grow the community and trying to do it new. We've been in meetings about refurbishing downtown and doing this and that and the other thing. We're trying to make a new community. We need housing. We, as a county, with no developers or nobody making a move to do anything to bring new housing to this community, I stepped forward and said, let's find a way to do it. The way to do it was through the real thing was through the NRS and that. What can we do as a county? In your letter that I sent to the city, that Jennifer explained, it's gonna take the county and the city working together, the two of us, governmental bodies, to try to, all we're doing is just getting this first phase done. We're not asking you forever, and I understand the statements of I've got property and if you wait for the county, you gotta wait for us. Well, that's true in one way, but it's not true in another. Nobody's budging an inch. Nobody's making one single move that I know of to develop any housing within White Pine County or the city of Eden. The other benefit of this property is the city thinks they're giving the $45,500 for nothing. These lots that we have are in the city limits. The city is going to reap the reward of all those houses are within the city. The property, as I did a little research, you receive approximately $80 a month per house for water, sewer, and landfill. At 13 houses, that's just under $1,300 a month. If you do that by the 12 months, you're getting almost $15,000 a year in utility fees being paid by the residents. Right now, that property is reaping nothing, zero. You take that in perpetuity over the years, that money will pay the city back 1,000-fold, because those fees for water, sewer, and landfill don't go away. In fact, as you need the money and whatever, they're oftentimes increased due to whatever the cost of the operation is. So we're not asking the city to just forfeit the $45,500. You're gonna get your money back in utility fees and the residents. The city's boundaries are landlocked to a point where just off Avenue M is county property. Up there in Mineral Heights, all of that is all county property. The city boundary is out to the railroad crossing out there just past the prospector. The city property, the county owns this property, it's within the city limits. This project is not going to affect the city in any way except positive. And we as a commission, and you as a city council, you're the utility board, I'll be to the city council tonight. This isn't a handout. This is simply a tool to motivate somebody else. And when they see a developer or a property owner or anyone else sees how quickly these houses are built and how quickly they're sold and the need for it. The need here is to build the new houses, but the method of my madness behind it is maybe there's somebody in a different part of the city.
Wind her up, Richard, wind her up.
Pardon me again?
I said, wind it up. I want somebody's gonna want to talk.
Okay, well, if you want me to stop, I'm trying to get my point across as well as I can, and I'm not trying to take up, that's why I asked you to do it now, instead of 3 minutes. I'm asking the utility board to waive the $45,500 fee, not just to give it away, but because there is a benefit to the city. The city's going to actually reap way more money than the $45,000. Now, I understand the other comments, so my request of the county, I guess I should say myself, of the county's resolution to sell this property, and you heard the price of what we sold the property for, and it wasn't like we just went out, we sold the property, we had the bidder give us a property without us seeing it. We opened the bid yesterday during the county commission meeting, so it wasn't some underhanded thing. They offered us $100, we accepted the $100, we accepted the RFP, we are gonna abide by every single law in the city. We've got curb, gutter, sidewalks, lighting, street work, fire hydrants, everything that the city requests and anything else that has to go with it. But the bottom line is the $45,500 that you think you're just throwing into the gutter, you're going to receive that money back. And one last note, the county's reward for this is based on the 13 houses and the property values there, according to the assessor. Our property tax revenue each year is going to be in the neighborhood of $30,000 that goes to this. So we're not just giving the property away the same as the utility board or the city. So I appreciate you letting me come before the board. I think I've explained what I need to do. It'll take forever to give you all the positives and listen to the negatives, but that is the county's request of the utility board to accept this, to waive the $45,500 and to allow our developer to go ahead and start construction as quickly as possible.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Jim, go ahead.
Jim Allworth, private citizen, 805 Avenue Line, Ely. I'd like to thank Richard for his thrust going out, trying to get this housing put together. again, I still stand to waive those fees. I correct them to $17.50, you know, per household. We still need to look at the big picture of, we have infrastructure we gotta take care of. It's an old town, old piping, and so forth. I look at the housing, which is a good idea, and I just wonder if the contractor comes in, the house is gonna be $300,000, if you want upgrades in it, are they gonna allow the upgrades, price goes up? If people are willing to pay an upgrade, and I say this because my daughter and her husband just built a house out in Spanish Springs. They go to the model home, nice home. Okay, like that all this. Well, that's not the way it is. This is the base house. You have this, and this, and it's like, whoa. So I think, you know, it's a great idea. It's a great plan. We need to do this, but waiving the fees is, here we are, Richard mentioned, we're trying to get economic growth in the community. Let's just say something happens up on Blueberry Hill, up there in the bypass, out there in the industrial park. A big outfit comes in, commercialized. We're gonna have to waive their rates because they're gonna bring 50 people to work here. Well, we got some housing. I think it's just a bad precedent to start waiving fees, essential, water and sewer, they're basic, we have to have that. Another item is, there's a lot of derelict properties in this town, people, just let them run down. The water and sewer are already on those places. If those people would tear them houses down, clean them up, somebody would probably be going there building a house on them. So it's just not the city's issue of waiving something. We got people that have a lot of property around here that don't do nothing with it. So we need to encourage that type of growth too. Tear down these old shacks down, clean your yards up, here's a lot for sale, and the water and sewer has already been hooked up. So again, please think hard about waiving any of these fees, because I think it will impact us farther down the line. Thank you.
Thank you. Frederick, go ahead.
Well, I didn't know this was going to be said here. Richard didn't ask me to come here, but as I heard the discussion, I thought I would just say something. I came to this town 5 years ago. When I came, we started looking for housing. It was a big deal for us, thanks to BJ's office. Other than that, we would have turned back and go back to Idaho, because I have a family of 6. We could not find a place to stay. And Robinson gave us a place in Root for a while, but we were kicked out because our time was hard. In my plea is that I think the county is doing something good, not only for the city, but for the mine as well, for which I'm standing here. We have a lot of people who want to come here, but housing is an issue, so we can't fill those positions. So for me, my plea is anything the city will do or can do to help this plan move forward, that's what I'm pleading for. I'm not asking that they waive the 45,000, that's what I'm asking, but anything the city can do to make this dream come true, including what he said. If they have to look at houses that are sitting down here, nobody's living in them, tear them down, rebuild those. I think anything that we can do between the city and the county to get these houses going so we can get people in this town to grow the town, I think that will go a long way to help. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
I agree. We pretty much know, I'll let you speak too, George, just because it's only fair and practical.
Yeah, I got some notes here, John, something new.
But you gotta stay on the subject.
Don't worry, I won't waver. I want to remind you, Mr. Chairman, the county had appraised lots in that area a year and a half ago for 30,000, another 10-acre parcel for 40-acre parcel for 45. They didn't get that money. The 45,000 property went for 4,000. The 30,000 lots didn't sell. I offered 4 times the $100 that they're selling 13 lots for. I went to those meetings, I said, you know, 30,000 is too expensive. You need to cut it down, sell it cheaper, put a stipulation on there. When you buy it, you have to start building within 6 months to a year. Oh, no, we're not doing it. Well, they didn't do that. Didn't sell the property. And now here they are with their hand out. Those that impact the community have an obligation to remedy or help remedy the impact. If it's mine, if it's sewer farms, whatever they call themselves, the hemp people, they need to build 1 or 2 houses, put it up for sale. First option is the employee doesn't want it, and it goes on the market. They're not doing that. Oh, we're coming in and it's up to you folks to supply the housing. All around us, the economy is good. No one is going to come to Ely